So, welcome to our pre-match studio. Branko, welcome to us. You've joined Nadur now, and quite a good start. You haven't lost since you joined, so you must be fairly happy how you've settled in.
Well, just I think 16, 17 days passed since I joined, and it's a new experience for me. You know, I find myself a bit lucky because Nadur is a club that is very organized. You know, it's an ambitious club, which I like. You know, and super organized club. You know, and I think it's a pleasure to work in a club like this. Within these 16, 17 days, you can imagine there was not much time to do a lot of things. So my major focus was to understand the players which are at my disposal, you know, to get to know them as much as possible. So watching the games backwards, what they played, and focusing on imminent opponents, like it was Victoria, Sanat, and today Oratory Youths. So still, I need some time to get to know all the clubs, you know. But I hope as we go that I will understand the level, the opponents, and what can be done over here.
I'm sure you will. You bring vast experience to the Gozo League, which I've been looking upon. How is your squad currently for coming into this game? Are you any injuries or suspensions, or are you at full strength, coach?
Well, basically, active injuries we don't have at the moment. You know, what we have is Luke. He's suspended because of the red card in the previous game. We got a couple of players coming back from injuries, which they carried from before. You know, some of them ready to play, some of them still need time, like Dylan. And but you know, the way how the boys work, I'm very happy. You know, they are very engaged. They are open to my ideas, my methodology, my way of working. You know, and I think that this change also they liked it. In sense, because you know how it is when the new coach comes, it's a new motivation even for the players, you know, to prove yourself. So far, I would say so far so good.
Perfect, coach. Just before I let you go, I'm going to give you a little pleasing thing here. I was doing some research for the game today, and I actually looked at you know well, you obviously do. You've only had 3 goals scored against you so far, which is very very pleasing for a coach. That actually works out at 1 goal per 210 minutes, which is absolutely. That's a defence on form. You must be pleased with that as well.
Well, of course, that's one of the very important aspects. You know, when the team has this solidity, this confidence, then it's more easy to go forward. However, my philosophy, as I told them from beginning, is always to go out to score the goal. So we cannot go out to think, okay, let's not concede the goal again. But our philosophy, our mind has to be to go out and to score the goal, because scoring the goal, you are in the game to win it, but not conceding the goal is good, but it doesn't mean that you can win it. So for me, scoring the goal is always priority number 1.
And when you've scored 2, then it's good to have that good defence.
Exactly.
Branko, listen, we want to thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we look forward to visit you and do a match of the week with you soon.
Thank you very much.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. So, Patrick, welcome to our evening game, and a couple of questions just before we start. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us. And if we'd like to start with your current squad and how you are coming into the game.
For today's match, we opted for a 4-3-2-1 formation. Obviously, it's because you're playing against a well-renowned team, and they're a bit slightly, you know, better than us, even in the classification. So obviously, our aim is just to take as many points as we can. Regarding the formations, players, they were prepared. However, slight hiccups at the end of the week regarding quarantines and stuff like this. So obviously it affects all aspects of football.
Injuries okay? You're not missing any key players at the moment?
For today, we're only missing a couple of 2 players. One of them is a regular starter, but that has nothing to do with injury or stuff like that. But on the otherwise, it's quite fine.
Okay. It's so strange because watching your last game was very good. You scored 4 goals. You played extremely well in that game, and then you have to wait 3 weeks before you get the boys back on when they're on this amazing high. It's really difficult.
It's very difficult to keep that type of tempo, because as soon as you get a good run, you've got to wait exactly like you said, 3 weeks. So you have to see how you're going to keep the team motivated, the team formation, the fitness. It's not easy. It's not easy. Like everybody knows, we changed a couple of our foreigners, so that gave us a good boost, especially the last game. We had Ledesma who came back in, who was great as usual for us. Hopefully we'll continue with this run.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's like you were just saying, we just very quickly mentioned this. For example, we had Ketchum here last night. Now, Ketchum, they went from a 1-1 with Tottenham, then they went and they won a 2-0, then they won again. And all of a sudden, we can even say ourselves, watching them, they have this step, they have this spring in the step. You know, the momentum starts to go. And as you know, Coach, a winning momentum is easy to carry forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's just exactly like you said, if you're on a winning streak, it comes, it continues to come. But if you're having difficulty to win games and you're in a slump, it's really difficult to get out of it.
Absolutely.
So like I said, we're hoping to continue this momentum. Whatever we can take, we're happy with it.
Absolutely. Listen, we're going to let you go because it's getting close to the game. Once again, thanks a lot. We look forward to the game of the week. It's coming up again soon.
Yes.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome to the Gozo Stadium for tonight's First Division game between Oratory and Nadur. Brought to you by Armour Live Stream together with the Gozo Football Association. Teams are out on the pitch and we will be away very shortly. Nadur kicking tonight from left to right in their all changed of all white with Oratory in their traditional green and white shorts. Oratory currently lie 8th in the First Division, but coming off the back of a good 4-0 result in the last game, so a little bit of confidence there, hopefully. Nadur, meanwhile, lying up into second now after gathering some new form after the changeover of the head coach, who's now going into his third game, and now will move joint top tonight with El Selim with a win. But we'll then have played one more game. Just waiting for the players to break off. Oratory in a huddle, and we'll get underway. Nice conditions tonight. Not as cold as last night. No fog tonight, so conditions are good for the game. Tonight's referee will be Tristan Furuga. Quite difficult, I think, you know, when you're close to the bottom of the table, you get your first win of the season by 4-0, and then you have to wait so long to play your second game. It's going to be hard to keep the players motivated, whereas Nadur now have had quite a few games on the run, and of course they have the cup to deal with as well. But it is how it is, and things are clearing up now, and games are coming a lot quicker. There's number 7, Digo, in your shot. Waiting to get the kick-off. Been to the hairdresser today, I think. Off we go. Number 11 starts us off for Nadur. Early stages, ball just nicely played around. Nice football on the ground by Nadur. Nadur coming into this game with a fantastic defensive record. They've only conceded 3 goals so far this season, which basically works out at conceding 1 goal every 247 minutes, which is pretty impressive. At the end of the day, though, you've got to score goals if you're going to defend well. Otherwise, there's no point defending well, or you'll end up 0 if you don't score. So they are scoring goals as well. It's always nice to have that solid back behind you. It breeds confidence throughout the team. Ball's over at the far side at the moment, just backwards and forwards. Both teams just getting into an early rhythm. Nadur bring the ball out. Nice ball played along the wing. Gets past his man nicely. Has to deal with the 2. They were both closed them down very quickly there, but it was a nice little break. Flags up. Leading goal scorers at the moment for Nadur are Edison's on 4, Barbosa on 3, Debricat on 2, and Faruga on 2 also. Ball in and around the centre circle, spread over to the far side, just a little bit too much pace on that one. Throw in to Oratory. Nicely brought down by the number 7. Tackle from behind there onto the ankle, so this will be a free kick to Oratory. It's nicely controlled up by Gomez. He was managed to turn his man, but as you see, he was just brought down at the last minute. Free kick to Oratory, to be taken by James. Lovely ball into the middle, but it looks like it's a take for the Nadur goalkeeper. Collects it nicely. Oh, nothing wrong with that, because that was upright legal. The goalkeeper cleared the ball, but the Oratory player was outside the box when he hit him, so I don't see anything wrong with that at all. That was more of a goalkeeper mistake rather than a infringement. Nadur seem to be favouring coming down the far side. They're playing, of course, at the moment from left to right, and most of the attacks in the early stages at least are coming down the left hand flank. And they seem to have set up in a 4-3-2-1 Oratory and a 4-3-3 Nadur. Throw in, taken by the captain, goes put back out again by the Nadur defence, and it will be a further throw in. They've gained a few yards there and a couple of metres, and the ball will be thrown in again. Bit of head tennis at the moment. The ball's finally brought down, but not great control there. The ball goes out over the line. He looks up to the sky, and he knows that wasn't too handy, which goes back for a third throw into Oratory. Nicely played this time. The throw-in worked nicely, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Nicely defended, shielded there by the Nadur defence, and it'll be a goal kick to Nadur. Things are quite tight there at the back. They're playing with 2 players up front, Oratory. They're not getting much space. They have to really work hard to find some channels to run into. And it will help if there's a lot of running off the ball when they don't have it, trying to create spaces so as the midfield can move it forward at a faster pace. In the meantime, Nadur tried to work it out from the back, playing it along the floor. High press at the moment by Oratory. They're pressing them quite high, so it's not easy for Nadur to bring the ball out on the ground, but that's a nice pass out. Again over on the far side. Oratory this time break. Number 7 with a little bit of space. Only one player in the box, but they are at the back of the box if he can get it over, but no one quite close to him, and he does slip up there. Unlucky. It was a nice break that, but the Oratory attackers were quite deep at the back, so it would have taken quite a long cross. They come back again though with the number 29. Good play by Oratory. Determined play to get into this game. Number 7 again puts it back to the number 6. Looks up and finds the number 24. Nice play also by Oratory. Spreading the ball around, but working back at the moment. Nice ball forward. Goalkeeper takes it, and the goalkeeper drops it, and the goalkeeper takes it on the second time. Nice ball forward. That was a nice ball to run onto, playing off the back of the defender. Goalkeeper remains on the floor. Must have took a little bit of a knock. Just going to have a look at the replay. Yeah, I think he caught the goalkeeper there, I think, but he's a big lad. I'm sure he's going to be back in action very soon. Nice start to the game. We've got 6 minutes gone. Quite an even match. Oratory also making a game of this. They seem to have a game plan, and it does seem to be working. They are pushing the door back. And as we identified early on, Nadur at the moment seem to be favouring the left flank for their attacks. And of course, Barbosa always the dangerous man over there. Healy normally quite the fast winger as well. And of course we have to keep our eye on Edison. Number 25 puts it forward. They have 2 men over there now. The chance to get the ball into the box. Players are in the box. Short ball, taken in. Going to be right-footed in. It goes past everyone. Chance for a left hand. It's a handball. Great save also. He brought it down. Just hit his hand on the way down there. He got the shot away off his left foot into the right-hand corner. The goalkeeper did have it covered, but it will result in a free kick for handball to Oratory. Number 7 for Oratory, quite lively at the moment. He's just playing on this left wing. Stephen Gomez carries the ball quite well. And one of the new additions to Oratory this year. Goal kick taken long. Headed by Nadur and taken again by Oratory. Ball taken back to the goalkeeper, and Nadur will have a chance to rebuild again. Again, over on the far side. Nadur with it back, place it forward. A good ball to run onto. He just got away a little bit slower there and was unable to catch it. Didn't put too much pressure on defender. He dealt with it quite well and plays a fantastic ball out again on the left-hand side. Oratory need to wise up to this, I think. They need to know that, most of the attacks at the moment coming from that side, so I'm quite sure that they're going to identify that soon. Maybe put an extra man over on that side. Throw into Nadur. Out of the 3 goals that Nadur have conceded this season, 1 of them has come in the first half and 2 of them have come in the second period. Can't do much with them stats when you've only got 3 goals. In it comes, everybody misses it, takes it down and goes down, but I really don't think that was a penalty. We'll have a look at the replay, but I don't think there was too much in it. I think it was a 50-50 challenge. Referee not interested. Having a look at the challenge now as the ball comes over. No. Goes to clear the ball there. I think he went down a little bit too lightly there. Referee got that one right, I would say. Oratory so far this season have scored a total of 9 goals, which is about 1.29 per game. An average of 1 goal per 70 minutes of play. Going through to the goalkeeper who clears it right-footed. And they are on the left flank again. Nice tackle, puts the ball out. They're trying to find space to work this ball. They're finding it quite difficult at the moment to break Oratory down, who have come with a game plan, and it looks quite solid. He's through here. He's got time, puts his head up, and a beautiful dink to the left-hand side. Was an original mistake there by Oratory in the midfield, and a beautiful ball put through. And they came right through the middle this time, not down the left, and that worked much better. He took that extremely well. And that was scored by the number 25. Of course, Bruno Edison, who is the leading goal scorer for Nadur. That puts him on 5 goals so far this season. So Oratory concede in 11 minutes of the game and trail by 1-0. So that means 10 goals so far this season conceded by Oratory, average of 1.9 a game. They've conceded 4 in the first half and 7 in the second half, so it's fairly even. Bit of a shame. It was quite a bright start by Oratory, so, well, they've got to get their heads up, get back into the game and use the press again. But I think the formation's going to hold with 4-4-2. Ball back at the moment with the goalkeeper of Nadur looking up, and they look to play the ball out again from defence. And once again, they seem to be favouring the left-hand flank. Nice ball played forward. This will end up with a throw into Nadur. Oratory, number 24, going to take this one. Muscat, brought down by Nadur in the midfield. Oh, beautiful interplay by Nadur. Dangerously played out onto the right-hand side. Can he get the cross in? Decides to take the man on. He gets even closer in. Slightly pulls it back. Oh, cleared in the end for a corner. Very nice move, very fast move to the right hand. Ball was sent in. Two players took it on, but it's gone out for a corner to Nadur. Starting to change gear, I think, now Nadur, putting more pressure on. Christopher Camilleri to take this one. Just a bit of an issue with the referee. Referee making his point there to the substitutes bench of Oratory, something obviously being said he didn't like. He's dealt with that very swiftly. And Christopher will take the corner now for Nadur. Ball is taken short. Obviously from the training ground, that one. Nicely taken in. This is, very unlucky. Off the training ground, I think. Very nice movement. Nadur starting to turn up the heat now, I think. Win the ball back straight away. Problem is with the long ball clearances, and when it's not played out to defeat, this often happens. It goes straight to the defenders, and as you see, Nadur pick it up and will rebuild again. Nice pass again through the middle, taken down well on the chest. Over to the far side, but it's picked up by Oratory and cleared out. Number 7 picks it up, gives it back to Nadur. All a bit sloppy at the moment, but now they break with it, and it's given back again to Nadur. They're just a bit careless with the ball at the moment. Pick it up again. They've got 3 players forward here. If he finds the right ball, he gives it to number 7. This boy is a bit nippy. He has to come back a little bit. Turns, ball comes across, missed by the first defender of Nadur, and it is cleared eventually, and they can break again now with space on the far side again. Must go out there, and it does. Only one player at the moment through, number 11, but 2 players quickly come to support the attack. Cleared in no unfashionable manner by the Oratory defence. On the far side again, picked up by Nadur and back to the goalkeeper. Oratory coming into this one with a win and a draw and 2 losses. Sorry, 3 losses. Win, draw, 3 losses in the last 5 games. Whereas Nadur are coming in with 2 wins, a loss and 2 wins. Definitely the form team at the moment from the 2. Oratory look to build again. A little bit difficult at the moment, as I say. They are quite outnumbered with the 2 up, 1 a little bit deeper, actually playing more of a number 10 role than number 7, which leaves pretty much 1 man forward. And when they're up against 3 defenders that have only conceded 3 goals all season, that makes the job quite difficult, but not impossible. That's going to be a free kick and the first yellow card of the game. Yellow card to, let me have a look. Yellow card to the number 17 of Nadur. That was, of course, Gabriel Faruga. Oratory put players in for this one now. I think this is one of the best chances they have from these type of ball kicks, free kicks, corner kicks. It might give them the best opportunity to get back into this game. Out to the left-hand flank once more. chased down by the number 9. Ball had gone over the line, I do believe, so it's going to be a free kick to Oratory. Headed back in again to the danger area by Nadur. Again back in by Nadur and picked up in the middle there by Nadur, and it goes out to the left. Trying to work the way in. Players are there, but it's cut out quite easily this time by Oratory. Tries to clear it, comes off a Nadur player. Taken under control of the far side, and that will now be another throw in, and it will again be a throw in to Oratory. We have 17 minutes gone on the clock. 1-0 to Nadur. First ever match played between these two clubs was in 1960 in the First Division, which ended in a 2-2 draw. And tonight will be the 56th encounter between the two teams. Nadur winning 32, Oratory 10, and 13 games drawn. Ball right in front of our commentary box at the moment. Tried to put forward for the number 11, but he couldn't get out quick enough for there. And it's played back to the goalkeeper of Oratory. He plays at 2, he's number 4. Nice ball forward, cut out by Nadur, but not too far. And again, just a little bit sloppy in the play. But they are trying, they're playing, they're pushing. They're not giving in at all. Oratory, they're trying to find a way through this well-organised Nadur defence. Nadur work at out front the defence one more time. And again, to the left-hand side. Skips past the first player, goes round the second. This time he's brought down. 3 players around him immediately. Once he got past the first player, tried to get past the second player, and there was also a third player waiting. Referee just giving them a scene too. I don't really think it's, he's giving him some words. I don't think he's giving him a yellow card. Just a warning there. Free kick in a dangerous area here to Nadur, right on the edge of the box. Dangerous position. You always wonder, hard and low or high and in swinging. I think they'll go for the high ball here because they do have enough players in there. It's a beautiful cross to the back post. Headed back in, goalkeeper well positioned and collects it nice and cleanly. Cleared upfield. We have one of the Oratory players behind the goal at the moment in a little bit of pain. I can't quite see who it is. He's not sure whether it was his hand or his ankle he's struggling with. No, he's in a lot of pain at the moment. Referee has spotted it. Not really quite sure why the game has stopped, because he is out of the field of play, which would normally mean that the trainer could go round, but the game would carry on. However, the referee is deemed to stop the play. And substitution will be made. Struggling with the ankle, obviously in that last clash. In the meantime, Oratory need to play with the 10 men. Right in front. Free kick again by Borj on the number 7. Oratory waiting to take the wrap-up, take the free kick. Unfortunately, there's still no sign of a substitute. So they carry on with 10 men on the field. Nadur win it back. Breaking forward again here, Nadur. Again under danger left side. Tries to get that in. Is that a handball? And a yellow card and a handball to the number 17. Seems a little bit shocked by everything. Not sure what he did wrong. We'll have a look at the replay and we shall tell him. The captain just having a word with the referee. He's quite a stern referee, I think. Here we go. As the party yellow card, we have to wait to see what happens. The referee is deeming it hit his hand. And we'll wait and see now. Yes, it hit his hand. Not quite sure why he was so shocked, because he must have felt the ball hit it. But there you go. It's very hard sometimes for players to keep the balance when they can't raise their hands a little bit like that. He was turned very quickly. He's obviously turned round to follow the player, so when he's turned, the natural thing is for the hand to raise a little bit. So a little bit unfair, a bit unlucky there, I think. Nice save by the goalkeeper, nicely hit in. Nice shot again by Nadur, but that one just bends to the left. But no matter what we say up here, it's all down to the referee at the end of the day, and a yellow card is given. Not a pretty sight to see somebody carried off at the moment, but we wish him well and a speedy recovery as he's brought around. And still they carry on with 10 men. They've been quite slow to get a substitute on, actually. Oh, he's in again here. He's not offside. Oh, he is. This flag went up a little bit late there. Number 8 coming on for Oratory. And that was the number 29 who is sadly being carried off now at the moment, and that's James Gala. Sorry, James Gala. Gala. Sorry about that. One thing is bad enough being carried off, and the second thing getting his name wrong by me. Can't be a very happy situation for the poor guy. Anyway, we move on and we wish him all the best. Free kick to be taken by the Oratory goalkeeper. Right-footed. Deep into the Nadur half. Headed to the sideline. Collected by the number 7. 2 players on him immediately. Looks up to find a player. Nicely played into... Oh, he let it go. He took his eye off the ball. He's just come on. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I don't understand, actually. Now they're through. If this is through, it's a bad mistake. It's got to be number 2. I really don't know what happened there, I have to say. The ball was played into the midfield by the number 7. They're arguing now, actually. Now they're arguing. The number 7 and the number 8 are having a go. I have to agree with the number 7. He played the ball into the number 8, and he just completely took his eye off the ball. He took his eye off the ball completely. It run right past him, and it run onto the door, and they broke. Have a look at the replay. Unfortunately, it was just before this. I don't know if we have the replay just before. Just simple goal in the end. Well, I'm sorry, but I have to put that down to a mistake by the Oratory midfielder. He had just come onto the field of play, so maybe he was just a little bit behind the play there. Unfortunate. We have another player off at the moment. We have one on the stretcher. We have a number 17 with a lot of blood on his mouth, so he's also off the pitch. The referee's coming again. There's a prop. He's arguing. The referee's having a good argument with the supporters. Oh, it's all going off now, I'm afraid. Oratory supporters getting quite agitated. So I'm not sure how they're going to deal with that. I think it all happened when the number 17 here, who's got a lot of blood on his face, said it was something off the ball. I didn't see it. A lot of insults to the referee. Well, it's not something we like to see at a game, but there is some agitation with the Oratory support over an incident. The referee not standing for anything. I don't think they have, well, I suppose they do have security at the stadium. I don't know really why they don't go in and ask the people to leave who are causing the problems, but there you go. That's the way it is. Referee still not starting play. Not really sure. What is the actual hold up at the moment? I'm not really sure. All right, so the update information for any viewers at home that's a little bit concerned what's the hold-up is. The referee has decided that a person in the crowd has been quite offensive towards the referee, and the referee will not restart the game until that person has been escorted out of the stadium. So at the moment, that's what we're waiting for. The referee refused to start the game. Obviously, the guy has been taken out of the stadium now, so we can continue with the game. So quite a lot happened in those few minutes. We've had a player who's right before us, underneath us at the moment, being stretched out to the ground. We had a player who got hit with the ball in the face, but the referee deemed it to be a handball, which is what started the whole argument. He came to the sideline with his face covered in blood. It all kicked off with the supporters at the referee. He then refused to restart the game, and that's what the whole delay has been. So we're going to have some minutes at the end of this half. Don't like to see it, actually. It's a game of football. It's not the end of the world, but sometimes tempers do get heated, and they certainly did there. But the referee gave as good as he got and took control of the situation, and well done to him. But the game now is carrying on, so we can have a quick look at the stats. 2 goals, of course, to Nadur with 5 shots, 4 goal attempts, 68% of the possession, 31 to Oratory, 1 offside, 1 corner. The rest is irrelevant. 2 yellow cards, 1 each, and the game carries on. Let's hope this doesn't affect the players too much. Everybody settles down, and we just get on with what was quite a good game. But a lot for Oratory to do now. The 2 goals down to a very good defence. And they're through again. Oh, the first touch just let him down. He was through again there. There's a little bit of lack of concentration at the back. At the moment, this number 17 is still not back on. He's got a nice pack on his neck, and he's got a lot of blood on his face right down in front of us, being taken care of by the medical team. And still 10 players on the pitch for Oratory. He's got a bloodied nose. This is actually the incident that started everything off, because there's obviously he's been hit in the face with the ball, because he's absolutely covered in blood, and that was where the referee had given the penalty, deeming that it hit his hand. And it seems that it actually hit him in the face, but you can't do much about that now. We don't have such things as VAR just yet, although it is coming very soon. So we just have to come on with the game, and we hope to see him back on the pitch soon. In the meantime, they're playing a game with 10 men. They've decided not to make a substitute. It's the number 17, Samuel Atsopari. Let's get concentrated back on again. Ball's thrown out by the goalkeeper. Played forward. Oh, much too hard there for the runner on the far side. They seem just to be a little bit rattled at the moment, Oratory. They seem to just lost a little bit of concentration. They started the game so well. The goals have sort of put them on, rattle them a little bit. Now there's a chance to break. It's 3 against 3. Number 9 bringing it forward. Looks to the right, looks left. In the end, he loses the ball. He had players on the left, players on the right, but it went forward with the ball. And that's the one place where there wasn't any players, so that also breaks down. You just get the feeling with Oratory that a little bit more calmness, a little bit more time on the ball, a little bit more time to look up, find out the players into channels, have a look at the runners. It's going to benefit them a little bit, I think. I see another player struggling there at the moment. The number... Oh, these numbers in gold are so impossible to read. One of the players in the centre circle there was holding the back of his leg, so we have to hope that's not a muscle pull. I'll let you know who it is when I can see his number. In the meantime, they're cleared by the goalkeeper. It was actually the number 90 of Oratory, that's him with the ball now. He was just holding the back of his leg a minute ago, so we hope he can run that one off. There's another break on by Nadur. The coach at the moment is holding the player's nose with some cloth to stop the blood, at the same time screaming these instructions to the players. Got his hands full at the moment. We're just hoping that they can stop the blood stem shortly and they can get back to 11 players on the pitch, because they've been playing actually since the play was carried off. Then this player had to come off, so they've actually been playing at least 12 minutes with 10 men. Sadly to say as well, I think the carried off player is still on the stretcher and I might be leaving the stadium in an ambulance. So we don't know exactly what it was, but we wish him all the best. It did seem to be his ankle. Good effort there with the goalkeeper out, but you have to be a Zabit Beckham to do one of those at the moment, I think. Still the blood seems to be not stopped yet. Oratory come again. Long ball forward. And again, goes to nothing. Number 17 is ready to rejoin the fray. Glad to see him back on. Let's hope that's not going to harm him too much. Back to 11 men. More of an even game now as he takes up his position in the centre of the defence. Ball played in. Space again on the left-hand side. They don't seem to have brought that side under control. It's going to come in again. There's another chance coming on here. Still not cleared. On the edge of the box. Played forward on the right-hand side. Number 24 can't get in, but again, it's played a bit loose. Number 9 picks it up again. Gets a second chance. Gives it to the number 90. Plays it back. A little bit better. They got the heads up now. The space on the far side, but I don't think they can get it out there, so they're going to bring it down in front of us. Nicely played. Goes out for a throw into Oratory. Nice back heel by the number 9. Nice meaning. Just didn't quite reach his player. 25 going to take it. Sorry, 24. So David Garlap throws it in and it's cleared. The boys just come on with the bloody nose. 17 manages to clear that with a stooping header. Picked up again by Oratory in the midfield. Try again to make the way forward. But a loose ball played forward by Nadur. It's going to be picked up by the goalkeeper. Plays it out to his defender. Number 8, the captain. The door build again. Right down in front of us. Loose ball played there, picked up by the number 9 of Oratory. Played into the number 90 again. This is much better. Playing nice one-touch football. They're playing much better. Just needs the end product now. It's played forward. A bit sloppy clearance by Nadur there. They get away with it. They play it out. And again, they're looking to come down the left-hand side, but this time they play it through the middle. It will eventually go over that side. Offside given. "37 minutes on the clock, 2-0 to Nadur." Just a few signs of Oratory trying to get back into the game at the moment. They just need a little bit of confidence boost. They just need to try and get one on target. I don't think they've had any shots at the moment on target, so I think that's going to help quite a lot if they can do that. Nice bit of play on the far-hand side. Ball played forward, but again cut out quite easily by the Nadur defence. Long ball forward, offside flag goes up again. Just went a little bit too early. Offside given, and this will be a free kick to Oratory. The referee is taking no nonsense from the players at all. He's very, very quick to quell any back chat. He's got very good control of the game, and I must say, as an ex-player, I do like to see that sometimes. As long as it's even and fair, he's let the play roll, but stepped in when he's had to. Throw in on the far side to Nadur. Holding the shape well at the back with the 3. And it will eventually come out here to the number 24, Muscat. Ooh, nearly in. It's twice that's nearly happened, actually. Joseph goes up, heads and cuts it out. The number 9 has been quite lively tonight, but the ball runs away from his feet. Cleared by Oratory, and number 18 there got a knock on the ankle when he was just trying to control the ball and turn. That won't be allowed. That will be brought back. The referee was talking to the player when they tried to take it, so it will be brought back and retaken when the referee is good and ready. All the way back, guys. Oratory with the chance with the number 4 over the ball, Nunes. He leaves it for Rappa. They've got enough players forward now to try and make a conceded effort here. A lot of players forward for Oratory. Just needs a good delivery. A good delivery, and they could be in with a chance. In it comes. And a good delivery is just a little bit too far. The Nadur goalkeeper comes out. The ball comes back to a player on the outside of the box who tries, but again it runs through, and the goalkeeper goes down and collects it. Still no real threats, unfortunately, by Oratory. A lot of huff and puff and a lot of effort, but just not that finishing edge at the moment. But plenty of time in the game. They do tend to score goals, Oratory, in most of the games they play. And most of the games they have played, they don't lose by an awful lot. Ball played forward once again down that left-hand flank. Nicely back and nicely tackled. You really would think that they shouldn't have got a grip to this at the moment. It's continually coming down the left. The danger is coming down the left, and they just need to put an extra player over there or a different formation just to deal with it, because it is very dangerous. It's all coming down the left-hand flank at the moment. In the meantime, the corner comes in. Nicely played into the box. Goalkeeper comes out, doesn't collect, but punches, comes back out. Ooh, nearly a deflected goal, so that will be a corner. Goalkeeper was left a bit helpless there. He was still down on the ground, on the floor after his clearance, and the ball was put back into the box for a shot, but it was come off an Oratory foot, which would have left the goalkeeper unable to get to it, but it did run just wide. Approaching the half-time, 41 minutes, corner again taken short, the same as last time, and I'm not really sure there, the shot wasn't really on, and he had a lot of players there waiting for the cross. It just didn't happen. Ball cleared up by the goalkeeper, runs through to the defender, clears off the Oratory man, and will go to a defensive throw-in from Nadur. Number 7 for Oratory has swapped wings now. You can see he's over on the far side. He's trying his luck over there. He played all the opening 30 minutes down the left-hand side, but he's now moved over to the other side. Obviously he tries something different, and he's left this boy here with the ball at the moment, the number 9, down this side, who is actually quite fast. The ball just run away from him there. Loose ball there by the number 17 of Nadur. They come forward. It is that number 7 again. He's got a few players to his left. He plays one in. Oh, we've got a yellow card. A yellow card there to a Nadur player, and a free kick just outside the box to Oratory. This is the time of the game that you would love to score a goal. We're on 42 minutes. We will have some added time, we know, by the referee for the incidents earlier, but it's always good to score a goal. If you're 2-0 down, you can make it 2-1 just before the players go in. It's a whole different talk by the coach. The talk at 2-0 and the talk at 2-1 is totally different. So we'll see what happens now with the number 7's going to take it. Three players do have to be careful in the Nadur team. Christopher Camereri, Farguga, and no, sorry, 2. They are the ones that's both on 3 cards at the moment. A 4th would have given suspension. Very weak effort. No trouble for the goalkeeper there at all. No power really in the shot. Oh, he's missed that one. Oh, that was a mistake at the back. They're through again. Is it just before half time? It is indeed. It's 3-0. Unfortunately, that was another defensive mistake there. The poor guy, he mistimed the ball completely. It run away from him. And when you got these Nadur attackers coming down on you, you're outnumbered. It's always going to end in a goal. Just look at the replay now. I think he actually was, he was unsure whether to clear it or header it, and he tried both. And it obviously ran through. Nicely squared off there to the number 25. And he has no problem at all making that 3-0 at half-time. Edison again for Nadur. And I'm afraid this is going to be quite an uphill battle now for this Oratory team to try and get anything back from this game now, going in by 3-0, as it looks like. With another 45 minutes of this stuff again. They're through again, a flick over the goalkeeper, offside. Oh, hit the post. They took it well, but it was just given. A bit late with the flag there. I thought the referee was, the linesman was a bit late with the flag. Because it takes so long to boil. 45 on the clock. We're currently into time added on by the referee. So we have to see now whether he stands by what he said earlier when he said he would not restart the game and he would add the time on after the problems in the stands. And we are actually into that added on time now. So I'm not really sure how much time that will be. Oratory playing it out again. Have to be careful. Here they go forward again. Heads up. Nicely played. Number 99 played it nicely. Number 90 rather. Nadur clear again now. Gets to it this time without a problem. And he makes his head a little bit more firm this time, a little bit more determined, and puts it out. So it will be throw-in to Nadur. Goal kick, Oratory, the board's up, so we have 2 minutes extra time, which really I think was the time that for the player taken off, the time added on for the disturbance. I don't think was too much, so that's pretty good. 2 minutes to go before the end of the first half, with Nadur comfortable by 3 goals to lead, leading by 3 goals to 0. Oratory not pressured Nadur at the back at all. No shots on target. Well, I'm not sure that was 2 minutes, but they've ended the first half anyway, and the players leaving the pitch. And we'll, of course, be back with you very shortly. Just to inform everybody that our new feature is live studio, which we do before every game, where we talk to the coaches to bring you a live update on the squads and the players and the injuries, maybe some formations, just a few minutes before the game starts. That's a new feature that we have. It also gives you all a chance to get some information from your team if you weren't featured in the game of the week. Game of the week has also taken on a little bit of a different feature, which we're just trying at the moment. And what we're doing is we're sending each team separately on the YouTube rather than to 2 teams together. And it's just a little thing that we're trying to see what you feel is a better way. Sometimes people don't want to watch the whole thing and watch both of the coaches, so they prefer just to see the information about the team they support. So we're just trying that out this week. I'll come back with a little bit more news on that later on. In the meantime, thank you all for joining us for the first half. I'm going to get a warm cup of coffee and I'll be back right after the break. So, welcome back to the second half of our live stream, Armour live stream, together with the Gozo Football Association. As we go into our second half with Nadur, has to be said, with quite a comfortable 3-0 lead at the moment, all to do with Oratory. But it looks like a tough task after no shots on target in the first half. So, I think Nadur just have to keep this nice and tight, and they will go joint leaders with El Selam. But still, it's football, and there's 45 minutes to go, and anything can always happen. High clearance goes over the line for the first throw-in of the first half to Nadur, right down in front of our box. Taken by the number 31. Healy throws it in. Camilleri gives it him back, and Oratory tried to win it back, but there's a bit. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. He goes through the channel, just a little bit short, but they're still in with a chance for an early start. Oh dear me. Okay, that was very unlucky. Just looking at the replay, the goalkeepers didn't quite stop that. There was a little bit of disorganisation, but the ball did go through. Now, that would have been, let's just see this finish first, we can look at the replay. Yeah, that would have been a little bit of a tough start there for Oratory, going 4-0 down so early in the second half wouldn't have been too good. But in the end, they have cleared it, and it's gone out for a corner, so they're trying to get their defence organised. They came out all guns firing there as normal. Nadur, beautiful play again by these boys. And he tried to cross that in, and it's come off the back foot of a Oratory player, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Nadur are very noticeably the way they're playing the football these days. They're playing it very, very fast. A lot of players running into the channels, a lot of the players looking for those spaces. And what you have to like about them at the moment is there is a lot of off-the-ball running, which is very noticeable by the front three of Nadur. They're always running into space without the ball, and I think that's what does make the difference at the moment. Throw in, quickly taken. Cut out by the number 4 and cleared wisely awful. Back again by the number 3. Back out again. They need to get the ball under control, which Conor Murray does, and the number 31 tries to find it over to the back. It will be cut out. Not cleared properly though, and Nadur come again. Cut out nicely there by Oratory, and trying to find a little bit of space, but again, it's just that final ball not working for them at the moment. But they're fighting, they're trying. Nice cross-field pass cut out by Fabian. Oh, he was nearly in. Nobody really getting control in these early stages. The ball's just sort of bobbing. It's like a pinball machine that's going all over the place at the moment. However, the number 7 breaks. He's quite fast, this guy. I think that might have gone for a corner. No, goal kick. Goal kick to Nadur. Okay, we're looking at the table now, and as you can see, this is the live league table. Nadur have moved joint top with Al Selam, with one game more played. That will be after tonight's Shokia. After their last defeat, they've obviously dropped down to number 3, 3 points behind. But look at this, Kirchham also with Shokia, joint third on 16 points in a very, very good form at the moment. A very good vein of form. Kirchham playing very nicely. So, and at the bottom, Oratory would stay on 4 points today, together with SKV. Cleared again by No Nonsense at the back. Oratory. Fabian again with the ball. You see, it's all just a little bit scrappy at the moment. Nobody's actually getting control of the ball, getting it down, getting their heads up, looking for the runners. It's just a little bit scrappy. And that goes out for a throw kick, a throw in to Nadur. Chance to me to give you a nice couple of more stats here. The last game between the teams was played in the FA Trophy first round in the season of 19 and 20, and that was won by Nadur by 4-0. The last 6 games played have all been won by Nadur, and they've actually scored 24 and conceded only 6. And if Nadur keep a clean sheet tonight, I can tell you that Nadur will still remain on only conceding 3 games so far in the first rounds of this competition, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. 3 goals conceded. Ball bobbing around again. Oratory trying to get it out. No nonsense kick there from the number 17, and that goes out for a free kick to Oratory. Mr. Barbosa there letting Gabriel know that he might have wanted to play that in a different way. Throw in to Oratory. Nice play by the number 90. Finally, they found a bit of space on the far side, Oratory. The number 9 is quite nippy, this boy. Plays you see he's got quick feet. He tries to look, just push the ball a little bit too far. This opens it up a little bit for Nadur, but they're going to put the ball out. Somebody went down there. Nadur's longest ever unbeaten run against Oratory was actually 18 games, can you believe that, between 1989 and 2015. And in that period of 18 games, Nadur won 17 and drew 1. The run included 17 consecutive wins, and I think that's quite a run. On the other hand, Oratory had a run of 13 undefeated games from 1980 to 1988, winning 6 and drawing 7. Once again, we say thank you to the fantastic medical team here at the stadium. That's here all the time for the players. Very quick onto the pitch, and they do an absolutely fantastic job. So, as always, I think show some appreciation to our great medical crews. He's up on his feet. I think it was the number 11. No, number 17. Seems to be okay again. But he has to go off the field of play, of course. He should know that by now. And off he goes. Get on with the game with the throw into Oratory. Nadur looking to play it out again from the back, but eventually goes back to the goalkeeper. Has a look left and right, and will through the middle. Nice interchange passing. Quickly forward again, and what can I say? Just see, this I think is the difference. If you had to look at that clearance, then instead of stopping the ball, looking up and trying to get a move going, it's just a long clearance to nobody. And when you're doing that, you don't have the momentum really to go on and create chances. It just seems to be a long clearance. It's okay if you're winning 4-0, but when you're losing 3-0, you need to get hold of the ball, you need to play your players in, you need to look for your runners, you need to bring people into play, and then maybe you will create some chances. And Nadur will have one now, all down to the bounce. Oh, he read it well. He read it well, the number 9. He really did. He knew that was going to bounce. He waited for it, but unfortunately the flag had already gone off for an earlier offside. Barbosa there, he knew exactly what he was doing. I like this player, he's very good. And of course, Barbosa has scored 56 goals in 51 games, which I think is some hit rate. Maybe we should call him Ronaldo Barbosa, because that is at any level, that is very, very good. Very, very good. 56. They brought him back this year around about the Christmas, and that was around also about the time when they changed the fortunes for Nadur, which is very evident now. They are just playing totally different. And of course, they have a vastly experienced new coach now that's joined them, formerly of the national team. I think it was the assistant coach for a while, also the under-17s, under-19s. and of course won the league in Malta with Hibernians at one stage of his career, so he brings a lot of experience to the Gozo League and to Nadur, and has his first 3 games has now steered them into the joint first place with Al Selam. So the top 2, it's tightening up. It's going to be a fantastic race, I think, for the first place this year. And don't forget, Shokir are definitely not out of it at the moment, and Ketchum also making a late run. So it's a very exciting middle of the season so far. On with the game, and the ball's played forward. Oratory going to pick it up. It's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Now he decides to turn very nicely, and the game plays another loose ball. Same player. They win it back, and he makes another good challenge, and it goes over the line to another throw in to Oratory, I believe. No, it's been given to Nadur. Kabulari plays the ball forward, picked up by the number 90. They get each other's way at the moment. It's very tight out there, very little space. Again, this is where you need the runners to get into the space, so as you've got someone to play it to. When the ball comes to you so quickly like that, you've got to get your head up quickly, and you've got to find a runner. But when it's very tight, it's very difficult to do. So the players off the ball are the important guys. They've got to find that space, which Nadur do. Header cleared again by Oratory. Free kick given. Just a slight clip of the ankles there, I think, as he went in. Nothing intentional. Did the free kick to Oratory. I like this team. They have a lot of spirit. They have a nice coach, and it's a nicely run club. But it's always tough down there. Actually, if you look at all the 3 clubs down in the bottom 3 positions at the moment, it's never easy, and it's a continual fight to stay in the division. And we, of course, wish all 3 of them the best of luck this season. We hope that they manage to do just that. I think for some of the smaller clubs, it's all about consolidating, staying in the league, adding players, using your youth system. The youth system and the nurseries are vastly important to some of these clubs who don't quite have the finances of, for example, Nadur. And they have to get their players through the nursery, and that takes time. So you have to sort of just hold your position as best you can till they come through. And then it's all about maturing them when they do. They come into the team of 15 and 16. It's then time to get them matured. Meanwhile, Nadur kicking the ball forward once again. Headed backwards by the number 4. Oratory come to clear the ball, clear the lines again. Back to Nadur. In the midfield by Kamilari. Gets his head up. Nice little touch, one touch. Plays it inside beautifully. Nice football. Oh, just a little bit short, that pass. And Fabian has got his hands full tonight. Very busy there at the back. The number 6 brings it down. Gets his head up, has a look. Looking for runners. You see he's looking. He's asking for his players. Come on, you've got to move. That was exactly what we've just been talking about there. The number 6 holding his hands up. He's asking his players, move for me. Get into the space that we can get this ball going and get him forward again. Number 23 again, he's had a busy night. Nice little turn. Gets the ball back again. Unlucky, just taken off his foot. Nadur win the ball back again. 58 minutes on the clock, still 3-0 to Nadur. Not so many chances for them in the second half, and none at all ready for Oratory. And I'm not even sure they've had a shot on target. I'll try and get that stat for you in a second. But I think even at the moment, they haven't actually had a shot on target, which sums up the game really. There's the coach. Got his hands full. Attempts on goal. Oratory, they've had 1, and Nadur 6 and scored 3. Oratory have had 1 goal attempt. I missed it. Ball pumped forward at the moment. Little bit of space now for them. Now can they get your head up? Now try and pick out your players. He does. He goes to the far side. Number 9 again. Goes for a throw in to Oratory. Now get themselves sorted, get the space, and let's try and get the ball into the box and get an effort on goal. Back it comes. Into the box it's played. Cleared this time again quite easily. No big threat there, but picked up for a second time. Whoops-a-daisy, that's a penalty given. Bit of a clumsy channels. It was a hard challenge. I wouldn't disagree with the referee there. And as always, Oratory do tend to score in every game they play, and they might just be getting another one here. The goalkeeper's asking what that was for, but even before the replay, I will tell you I do agree with that one. Yeah, he's heavy from the back. He didn't take much pushing to go down there, but it's definitely, yes, of course, he's pushed him right off balance there. Definitely a penalty. So here we go. 59 minutes in, and a penalty to Oratory. They're all still arguing with the referee, and I don't really see why. The referee was right close. So just take it on the chin, get the penalty, and let's get on with the game, guys. Smile on the referee's face there, which I like to see because he's had a tough night tonight in some earlier incidents, which I would like to compliment him on. I thought he managed everything quite well. So, penalty, I think it's the number 7, Gomez, that's going to stand up to take this goal, take this penalty. Comes forward, beautifully taken, right down the middle with the right bit of power, and a very nice goal by the number 7. That puts him on, 1 goal I think for the season now. Sorry, I was thinking of somebody else there. But nicely taken, right down the middle. Goalkeeper was there, but it was hit with power. Very nice goal. Right, we've got 3-1. Oratory are back in it again. They've managed to score in the game. I know one of my cameramen predicted a 4-1 tonight, so he's got that 1 goal there. So maybe. We have a substitution. Off goes Kamalori and on comes Fagura. Saving the legs there, I think. Well, as we said earlier, you never say never. 3-1. They have to keep it tight now in the Nadur. Long board forward. Double header to get it out. The number 10 brings it down. Space here on this side. Played out to Barbosa. First time ball in, but no runners. If they had, it was offside anyway. He has to be watched, the number 9. Give him any space and it's all over. That's why he scored so many goals in so few games. He's a very, very potent player. You'd have him in your side all day long. Long board forward. Oratory tries to break forward again. The same player as the penalty taker. Takes it, brings it back, looks up, looks for a player, finds one. Much better. Get your heads up. This is what they need. Spread the ball around. This is exactly the way they were playing it, and now they are. This will bring results. Nice play. Played out. Oh, just a bit short there. This gives a chance for Nadur to break. The last thing they want is to concede now after scoring. He's through here. The space here. Oh, the ball was heading for the for Camilleri there. He'd broken forward, got all the space on the left-hand side. The player knew he was there. He just couldn't get it through. He stays on side here. This is another great chance. The number 9's gone into the box. It comes to his feet. He lets it run. Beautiful dummy. What a fantastic save. It's not over. It's cleared. It's back. Oh, well saved by the goalkeeper. That was a beautiful dummy by the number 9. And to be really honest with you, that should have been banged into the back of the net for 4-1. But it was a good save and it was cleared. Once again, great feet by the number 9. He knew the player was behind him. He let it run under his feet. And he set up the player behind him beautifully. And he was in plenty of space. He hit the ball quite well. You see now on the replay, ball comes in, steps over it beautifully. And the number 11, is it, or 17, I can't quite see. Hits it well. A fantastic save there by the goalkeeper. Well played, the goalkeeper. Point blank save there. Keeps Oratory in with the chance. Keeps it down to 3-1. It's all about not conceding now. If they get a second, it would be quite an interesting finish as well. Still the 3 runners of Nadur. Every time you see them running forward. The offside. If you just keep an eye on them, they break in one. It's just like a wave when they go forward Nadur. They just break. The 3 runners all go left, right and middle. They're always looking for the ball, always going into them channels. The runs off the ball are really, really good. They're running into space, and that's what makes the difference. The runs off the ball is just as important as your runs on the ball. The number 9, Barbosa, gets it down on this side now. Does what he normally does. He moves inside. And a great ball again in. Just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. If you watch Barbosa, he tends to receive the ball and immediately turn in onto the left-hand side. and then move infield. He does it on most occasions, actually, to be honest with you. He tries to win that back, but it's won back again now by Oratory. Cut out by Nadur. And once again, we got much more of an even game on again. It was like this in the first 10 minutes. It's end-to-end stuff at the moment, which just makes for a much better game. There was 2 runners at the back there. Barbosa couldn't quite get it, and that's because it was a very, very good channels by this number 17. He's had a very good game, this boy, tonight. He also had a kick in the face by the ball. He had a bloody nose, and he was actually booked for it, for handball. I think that's maybe... Just watch this one first. Oh, nicely hitting down to the left-hand side. Goalkeeper got back, got low bound, and again, just over the bar there. It was another chance. 2 chances actually gone begging there by Nadur. 2 chances gone begging there. Again, they've got to be careful. You can't give Nadur a minute. They're going to be on you straight away. Just to finish off what I was saying there about the number 17 of Oratory, Samuel. He got booked earlier on for a handball when the ball, I think, struck him in the face. And I think that's probably about the only thing this referee might have got wrong tonight, because he's had a fantastic game. He's kept control of the game nicely. He's let the game run. He's being strict when he has to be. And this is what we like. So, sometimes we have a go at referees, but I think also sometimes we have to give compliments where compliments are due. He's had a good game. Ball played back to the goalkeeper. Spreads it out to this side to number 31. Looks up. Ooh, little bit dangerous there. Played himself into a bit of trouble there when he had a chance to clear it. Number 7 brings it back inside onto his left foot. Steps over the ball very nicely there. Oh, just run out of space, and that is going to be a corner. Nice little play by the 7. He was running out of space there though, but in the end, a nice step over. And he's quite nippy, the number 7. A lot of the chances have actually come from him tonight. Number 6 to take the kick, Paul Rapper, high into the box. Half cleared away, cleared now properly by the defence. Nobody up, the ball should come back again. Oh, nicely taken, nicely taken. Plays it a little bit forward, but not hard enough. Won back by Oratory. They are trying here. They're trying everything they can. They're putting in 100% effort, as they always do, this team. Played out nicely by Nadur. Trying to play the ball out. Pulled back there. Spotted by the referee. And once again, the referee steps in. He won't take any back chat for anybody. That was his decision. He made it, and you will abide by it, he says. Ball back with the goalkeeper, looking for players up front. It's going to go long this time. It hasn't happened too many times tonight. Again, nicely won by Barbosa. What a beautiful laid-off header that is. Long ball into mid, a beautiful long ball. Oh, wow. Taken off his head again by the number 17 of Oratory. That was just about to be planted into the goal, and the number 17 took it right off his head. He gets my man of the match for Oratory tonight, Samuel. I think he's been all over, 100% effort, and I've got to be honest with you, he's actually looking just a little bit tired at the moment. He looks quite exhausted. He's covered every blade of the grass tonight. He's had a fantastic game. So well played to the young boy. 20-year-old. He's played with a lot of maturity today, and he's just saved a certain goal there, raised up and took it off the head of the attacker. Approaching the 70-minute mark, 68 minutes on the clock, and a much better second half. I say that, what I mean by that is a much better even second half. I think Oratory have given much more better account of themselves after they've came out. They got back into the game, of course, with that penalty, and it still stands at 3-1. You'd have to say the next goal is the game changer. I think if it goes to the door and they go on to number 4, you can pretty much say goodnight. But I think if Oratory can score a second one, I think that's a grandstand finish, and they are trying. They're coming forward again. Number 90 wins it back, gives it away. Nice play by the number 10, Calmalari. And I can never say that name. I hope he and his family forgive me for not pronouncing his name perfect. I'm trying my best. Some of these names do get to me sometimes. Like I say, if I can't pronounce your name, I will normally call you by your first name. And if I can't remember your first name, I'll call you by your number. And if I can't see your number, I'll pretend I didn't see you at all. That's how it works. In the meantime, the ball comes back into the midfield with the number 21. Spreads it out over to the far side. And Nadur build again through the middle. 21 picks the ball up again. Nice step inside. Looking for a runner. He's got one on the far side here. It might be a little bit too hard for him there. A little bit unfortunate that because he was away. But they've wasted a few balls, I have to say, Nadur, in the second half. With that type of ball, the runner has gone into space, but the final ball to them has not really found them on a few occasions there. But they build again. Number 31's got it right in front of me. Forward to Barbosa. Turns the ball inside. Tried to go forward. He wasn't fouled. He slipped. Going to be a free kick to... it's going to be a throw into Oratory. 15 minutes left. Can they get another goal back? Can they get more back into this game? Their efforts can't be faulted in the second half. They have played... I mean, you know... Nobody's going to deny that they don't quite have maybe the talent at the disposal of Nadur, but what they may lack in talent, some places they certainly have make up for in effort and fighting spirit. They have the ball now, looking for some support. We're going to have a substitution, which will be the number 15 coming on for Nadur. Which is Peter Owen. Coming off will be the number 11. Debrinka Andre is coming off, and as I say, the number 15 is coming on, which is Peter Owen. I'm not even going to attempt his second name. Peter, forgive me. Have a good game. 71 minutes on the clock. Just to let you know, we have two games coming up also at the weekend on Saturday. Saturday is our game of the week between Al Selim and sorry, I was just interrupted there as the ball was played forward. I'll come back to that one in a minute. The game of the week, of course, is Wanderers and Al Selim. Victoria Wanderers and Al Selim. That is on Saturday. We then have a live game with you, as always, from Armour live stream on Sunday. Next week, I think there's also 4 games. So lots coming your way as the season starts to hot up here in Gozo. More games coming more regular now. As the games come more regular, things change. So it is starting to hot up. The coach Patrick there from Oratory has called his 2 substitutes to come over now, so we'll be getting 2 substitutes shortly from Oratory. They're just coming to take their kits off. He's going to put on some fresh legs, maybe to give it an all-out second effort. Just give you some stats right after we've done the substitutions, if you bear with me. I can do it now, the ball's gone out of play. So far the statistics, 3 shots... 3 goals to 1, of course. Shots on targets is 11 at the moment now to Nadur. 3 to Oratory. Goal attempts 2 to 8. 40% of the possession to 60% in the second half, which tells the story. Oratory have really come back into the game in the second half. 9 offsides with Nadur. 5 corners and 1 to Oratory. We might have another penalty here. No, he's told him to get up. Calm down, everybody's screaming, I'm going to have to look at the replay because I wasn't looking at the game, I was looking at the stats. So we'll come back to that replay in a minute. So here we go. It was the number 7. Takes the ball into the box. Might have gone down a little bit easy, we'll have another look at it. No, I don't think he was clipped. I think the referee, once again, got that very spot on. Well played, the referee, once again there. I don't think he was clipped. I think he went down. Here we go with the substitutions. Coming on is the number 14 for Oratory, and coming off is the number 18. That will be Mario Patelli coming on, the number 14. And replacing Chris Borge, coming off now. only one substitution come on. 2 of them did come to warm up, but they've decided just to leave one at the moment. So on with the game. It's in the Nadur end, and like I say, 40% of the possession in the second half to Oratory really is a plus for them. They've shown a little bit more up-tempo effort, and well done to them for that. But Nadur, they can't take their eye off the ball at all. They really are trying. They're putting in great effort here. Ball's played forward again. Nadur clear it, and off goes the danger man. He brings it down nicely, goes inside his man, just cuts out. He's up against 3 defenders. Barbosa there, so it's not so easy for him when he breaks forward. He's playing a little bit on his own up front there, but the 3 formation have lined it up again, as it's going to be a throw in to Nadur. Quickly taken by Barbosa. He runs in, he takes it onto his left, takes it onto his right, looks up, plays it aside to number 25, and a little ding fall forward to Barbosa. His strength gets him through, and it's in. It's a goal. That's all about strength. All about strength. That's what we're trying to say, that you don't give this man a second. Take your eye off him and he will punish you. He took a throw in down here very quickly, carried the ball through on his left foot, there onto his right foot. He looks up, a nice ball to the 25, never stops running, and this is about strength. Him and the number 4, he uses his body strength, he stands up and places it into the bottom left-hand corner. That puts it now, of course, to 4-1, and I'm afraid, in my eyes, that's out of the reach of Oratory now, with the clock on 76 minutes. They had just seemed like they were coming back into the game there, but again, as always, that man is there, and I've lost counts of his goals now. I'll have to wait till tonight and have a relook at the stats, because he just keeps scoring and we can't keep up with him. Long ball played forward by Oratory, cut out by the defence. Oh, that was a bit of a challenge, and it will be a free kick to Nadur. Bit of a shame that to Oratory. But they're going to make a substitution. Number 99 is coming on, Vela, for Oratory very shortly. And making way for him. We're just waiting for the board to go up. So it's the number 99 coming on for Oratory, Vela. We're just waiting for the board to let us know who's coming off. In the meantime, the free kick is taken. Long ball played forward, and that will go straight out to play, and I think that's the sign for the substitution to be made. Number six coming off for Oratory, and number 99 going on. That's Paul Rapper coming off, and Vela going on, the number 99. Let you know that this boy is just 16 years old, coming on the pitch right now. So well done to him. Obviously, one of the come out of one of the nurseries. This is what we like to see, and I think this is the future for a team like Oratory, bringing them through the youth system. 16 years old, playing at the Gozo Stadium. Congratulations to the young lad. Well done. Nadur when they get back, played forward again. It's very tight down there. No foul given. They carry on with the ball. Played into the midfield. He's got to run. Played for. Oh, unlucky. Just caught the heel of the Nadur player there. Otherwise, he'd have been through on goal. Number 25 brings it forward, looking into the space, goes onto the far side. And guess who? He's over there this time. And again, another fantastic ball played in. Goalkeeper takes it. Barbosa over on the far side there. Ball goes there. Every time it arrives at his feet, something happens. He really is a wonderful player. Nicely saved at his near post there by the goalkeeper. He got down well and just palmed it out. Nadur starting to up the pressure again now. I think maybe as Oratory start to tire. They do have a very young squad. Corner kick comes in. Goalkeeper punches. Taken down on the chest by Comalari, lays it inside. A shot is on again here. Oh, they're lining up. There it goes. Oh, they were lining up there. We had 2 defenders and we had 4 or 5 attackers, and it's another goal to Nadur. Number 18, Casa. When you see the replay, you'll see what I mean. There was just a couple of boys there. You'll watch them on the left. Look, 1, 2, 3. 3 lining up. Too much space given there to the attack of Nadur, and you will be punished, and they were. Any one of the 3 could have scored that one. 5 goals to 1. and 79 minutes, soon be 80 minutes on the clock. Heads are dropping a little bit maybe now for the Oratory boys, but once again I have to say, fantastic effort. They came out in the second half and they really did give it a shot. They got it back to 3-1. They were playing very well, got a lot more of the possession, but then just punished by a very, very fast forward line of Nadur and some very, very clever interacting play, and most of it coming from the feet of that number 9 Barbosa. He is a player. Meanwhile, that's enough I can say about him now. We go over to the far side, and number 9 for Oratory. Can they put any more back? Out for a free kick. For a throw-in. I think now we can start to already see the style of Branco, the coach. He's had 3 weeks now. I think the players are starting to learn what he wants, they're learning his technique. You can see it now. Looking at this team too some weeks ago, you can see different passages of play. They're obviously picking up on what he wants. And I think he's got enough time now to make a challenge. Although, let's be honest about it, Al Sealam are an amazing team as well. And that's why I think this year's run into the title is going to be extremely close. There are a couple of teams there that can win it, and there are a couple of teams that's also going to be able to take points. And I think that's what it's all about. Teams like Ketchum, teams like Shokir, they will take points from the other teams, and that's probably where it will be won or lost. A little bit of dodgy control there by the number 7. It runs away from and goes over the line. It will be another corner kick to Oratory. 81 minutes on the clock. You'd have to give man of the match to Nadur, I would think, Barbosa, and the man of the match, I would say, to Oratory would, without a doubt, be the number 17. Samuel has had a fantastic game. Ball comes into the danger area again. Oh, it's so wide open. So wide open now. They've tired at the back. Their heads are down. It's so easy now at the back. You can see them. There's gaps all over the place. I think the thing to do now is just tighten up, see out the game. There's no point throwing players forward now. You're 6-1 down. Is it 5-1 or 6-1? I thought it was 6. Is it 5? Must be 5. No, it's 6. There you go. 6-1 down. I think you just got to regroup. Just hold your defensive line, see out the game. You know, throwing players forward at this stage, you're going to open up gaps. You're tired, and you will be punished like they were then. They're not that bad, this team. They're tired. Just hold your ground now, boys, I think, and see out the game. Played over the line to a throw into Oratory. They'll go away tonight. They'll go back to the training ground next week. They'll regroup. They'll rethink. They'll rewatch the match, and they'll come back again, fighting for some more points in the next game. I'm not sure who they've got actually, but I'm sure they'll be prepared well by their coach Patrick, and they'll come back again with their heads held high. In the meantime, Nadur have played a fantastic game tonight. They're playing some beautiful, beautiful football. Played out from the back very well. Always looking for players, always have winning runners, and there has been a gulf of difference between the two teams tonight on show. Substitute coming on now for Nadur soon, at number 4. Paul Camilleri coming on, and the number 18. Stefan Kassa coming off. And he'll come off, I think, over there on the far side. So, 2 substitutes, excuse me. Also the number 13 coming on. My favourite name in Gozo, coming on number 13, Buttigieg. So the number 4 coming on, 24 coming off. 24 is Muscat coming off for Nadur, replaced by the number 4, Camilleri. Next to come on will be Joseph Buttigieg. Waiting to see who's going to be replacing him. Yes, the number 8 I think is coming off for him. Board's not up. But the number 8 is, no, it's the 18 coming off. Yep, Stefan Casa. Okay. 2 substitutes on, some fresh legs. It's going to be a corner to Nadur. Let's just defend this now, Oratory, and see out this game. Going to be taken left-footed over on the far side. Taken short, as most of the corners have been actually to the door tonight. Played in beautifully, in it goes. Oh, great save on the line by the goalkeeper. Fantastic save, well played the goalkeeper there. He had a lot of time to head at that, the number 3 for the door. He placed it well as well. He looked, he took his time, he headed it down like you're supposed to do. He headed it into the left-hand corner. But the goalkeeper got down extremely well. He's made a couple of good saves tonight, the goalkeeper. And under the circumstances, when you've conceded 6, keeping your head up and still making saves, fair play to him. Well done. It was a very, very good save. And Oratory with the ball in the midfield, looking for a runner. Played a bit too hard, couldn't control it. Goes over the line, becomes a throw into Nadur. 86 minutes on the clock, 4 minutes left plus extra time. Want to thank all the team tonight, our director Adam, Daniel on stats, Charlon and Anthony on cameras, and Lucci downstairs on the offside camera. Great job, boys. Oh, tackled each other there. Just correct our stat man tonight. It was, of course, Andre. And we also have to say thank you to Mr. Ruski, our boss. Beautiful ball played in. Here we go again. Left-footed shot. Ooh, just a little bit wide of the post. Did the goalkeeper get a hand to that? Let's have a look on the replay. I think he did, actually, but it wasn't given. It's going to be a goal kick to Oratory. Temperatures just dropping at the moment to around about 13 degrees, but it's been a nice day today and nice conditions for football. Brought down on his chest by Camilleri. Goes forward with the ball. Cuts out ball order to see it. They're through again. Look at the runners. They're tired at the back here. Oh, offside given. Offside given. You know, I just think at the moment that there are tired legs out there at the back. They've give it all tonight, Oratory, and the gaps are beginning to open. 5 offsides. No, sorry, offside. What the Okay, never mind. It was offside anyway. Couldn't quite get that stat. Nadur with the ball. Just playing the game out now. It's just a matter of keep ball. Game's over. Points are in the bag. They now will move, join top of the table. One more game played, but still they're top of the table with Oratory. I think for the first time this season, actually. I don't think they've been on the top spot this year, but they are still reigning champions from last year, defending their title this year. And I think they know they do have a challenge this year. They do have a challenge to hold on to the championship. That's why I'm saying I think it's there's a lot more football to be played yet this season. Ball played back. Goalkeeper will just get there. Clears up towards me. I could have nearly headed that one, but I'm glad I didn't. Throw in by number 31. 90 minutes soon up. We're going to have a look at the board and see what we've got extra. That's the 90 minutes up and no extra time at all. 90 minutes played. Well played, guys. Well played, Nadur. Masterclass of football tonight, scoring 6 goals. Beautiful finishing, beautiful all-round play. Very professional job done there tonight. Hard luck to Oratory. I think they gave absolutely everything tonight, and they shouldn't go with heads held too low tonight. They've give it all, and that's all they can do. Well played, Oratory, and well played, Nadur. Thanks for joining us tonight on our Armour live stream together with the Gozo Football Association. Watch out for a couple of more games coming over the weekend, and of course our game of the week tomorrow, and also our live studio tomorrow. We'll be having pre-match talks with the coaches just before kickoff, which will be live for you tomorrow, and of course on Sunday. So from all the crew, from everyone at Armour, stay safe, and we look forward to you joining us again on our next sending. Good night from you all. Bye-bye.